Why, hello there guys. So today, following on from our previous video from last week, which was about the Bell Witch, I do suggest you go watch it, it's a very good one. We're going to be watching some videos today that are supposedly experiences with witches or witchcraft, that kind of thing. Yeah, we're just going to get into these videos, let's just go.
The man was out walking in the woods when he stumbled upon a small cabin that looked abandoned. At first, he hesitated. Should he go in? Eventually, he did. What happened next is enough to give anyone nightmares. Here's what he captured.
Faultless.
Oh, okay, we have electricity. I thought you just put the light on. What's going on, sonny boy? Are we upstairs now? Oh, you absolute...
Turns out, the cabin may not have been abandoned after all. But who or what was inside? Was it the owner or something else entirely?
Do you know what? I really had to not show how much I jumped just then. I really downplayed it. I physically was like, no, don't. Oh my god, my heart went. This is obviously fake, right?
For this, the man said he'll think twice before entering another so-called abandoned structure in the forest.
I mean, it
A
had
teenager
power.
accidentally recorded a witch's coven and later disappeared without a trace. The original footage was captured in August 2017 and, according to the video's description, was authorized for release by the missing boy's family. The video was filmed in a rural area far from the city. The boy had gone to visit his grandmother during the summer holidays. There, he found his late grandfather's old video camera and decided to start a vlog about his countryside experience. At one point, he wandered into the woods, climbed a tree, and began recording his thoughts. Suddenly, he slipped and fell. The impact knocked him unconscious. When he came to, it was already nightfall. What happens next will terrify you.
The Blair Witch Project.
He gets up and notices a fire nearby. As he approaches, he sees a strange, unsettling woman holding a book, chanting something while eerily moving her head side to side. Lying motionless on the ground in front of her is a human body.
Oh.
What is going on here? A witch's ritual? The woman suddenly senses she's being watched. She snaps her head in his direction and begins to chase him.
No. No. Bloody hell, that cut off quick, didn't it? That seems more believable to me. The only thing that puts me off is when he dropped the camera and fell over, the camera was just facing him. I feel like that's very rare that it would actually happen that way. That's how it happens in movies, right? Even if it wasn't real, I don't know. I feel like they did a really good job at making that look just incredibly creepy.
By a police vehicle in the Saudi Arabian desert. At first, everything seems normal.
Ooh.
The camera shows a car driving down an empty road, but then she appears. A hunched old woman dressed in white.
It's always a
long black
white
hair,
nightgown.
face completely hidden.
I always
She
say
just
it's a
stands there,
nightgown, but
and then
it
slowly
is.
starts walking toward the car. The vehicle pulls away, but the witch keeps moving, as if she's not human.
Ew, it's like she's like this.
And the longer you watch, the more disturbing it gets.
Oh, mate. That's f***ed up, mate.
A Canadian woman accidentally filmed two completely naked witches feasting on a deer. In a nightmarish scene that rivals the most grotesque cannibal horror films, the nature-loving woman was stunned when she came across what appeared to be two nude women engaging in a macabre feast on a deer carcass. The photo that surfaced later, taken in daylight, shows the aftermath, remains of the deer scattered across the ground where the witches had been. A terrifying event occurred near Bristol in the Lee Woods Forest. Two friends, Lola Sloan and Kate Shannon, decided to go camping for a couple of days. One of them had been going through a rough patch, and they thought the peace of nature might help. It looked like they weren't the first to camp at that site. On their very first night, strange things began to happen. They clearly heard footsteps, the snapping of twigs, and rustling leaves. Someone or something was circling their tent, and in the morning, they found that a few items had gone missing, including a hammer and a flashlight. The second night, the weirdness continued. One of the girls finally snapped and shouted, "Who's there?" No answer, so she whistled, and someone whistled back. Now they...
Why did she whistle? Trying anything, I guess. Even if, right, I was just thinking, like, even if this is not witches, specifically, like, witches putting some kind of curse on them, or, like, wanting to, you know, sacrifice them or whatever, it's still terrifying when you're out in the woods, just the two of you, and someone's just circling your tent. That's just absolutely, like, it's unimaginable how scared you would be in that moment. Like, even when you had a hammer, you know what I mean?
Really scared. Too frightened to leave the tent, they huddled inside. Then, at exactly 1 a.m., they heard the sound of a child crying just a few meters from their campsite. It was absolutely bone-chilling. The next morning, they left in a panic. Once home, one of them started reviewing the photos they had taken in the forest.
Oh, it's always the
noticed something
photo.
horrifying. There, between the trees, was a pale figure in white, watching them. This footage was reportedly taken from the Oklahoma State Police Archive, but not much else is known.
Okay, it's always the photos in it, and you look back at them like...
police officer's dash cam in the town of Maliki. In the early hours of June 27th, 2015, the officer was driving along the highway when he came upon something truly inexplicable.
I've seen this on, like, the dash cam video that I watched. This is really, really weird. Like, this is... I don't know why you'd be stood there like this. I'm in your underwear, I'm pretty sure.
With a fire burning in front of her.
Maybe not underwear.
She was under the influence of drugs. Others believe she was performing black magic. The woman simply stood before the flames, raised her arms, and then the footage ends.
Like, what is on her head as well? That's really weird. Like,
Greg, the man behind this video, claims that after his grandfather passed away, he inherited a remote cabin deep in the woods. He planned to spend the winter there before selling it off, but soon after arriving, he began hearing footsteps outside at night. Strange things started happening. Here's a real photo showing bizarre wooden symbols that someone had hung around the cabin, including right on the doorknob.
Bones in the middle.
Greg kept finding more and more of these symbols scattered around his property. One night, while walking in the forest near the cabin, he saw her.
What is that? This real? This real footage? Oh, that's grim.
A pale, bald woman with no eyes standing in the darkness. She was staring in the direction of his cabin when he caught her on camera.
That can't
Given
be
her
real. That's not real.
appearance and the bizarre events surrounding the cabin,
That's just someone
it's
with,
not hard
like,
to believe this
makeup
woman could be
on
a
them.
witch. This wasn't a
Some
horror
kind of,
story.
like, you know, the...
It was real footage. Still,
like Jackass,
no
you know?
one can say for sure who or what she was. Many viewers believe the video is 100% authentic and not staged. This footage comes from an internal security camera at the McLean Library.
Oh, this is more believable
What
already.
we see appears to be a witchcraft ritual in progress. A group of teenagers stands around an older woman who seems to be leading a spiritual ceremony. Look closely at the woman in the headscarf.
Oh no.
Her face slowly contorts
No.
into something grotesque. Her nose becomes sharp, the skin around her eyes darkens, a sinister grin spreads across her face, and her pupils glow unnaturally on camera. Then she vanishes into the darkness. This bizarre figure was first filmed by a man walking by and soon after, dozens more began capturing footage.
What is
A strange
that?
female figure was spotted moving among the leaves at the very top of a tree.
What?
Some suggested she might be a mentally ill person. Others believed she was a ghost, especially because by the time emergency responders arrived,
What?
she had vanished. How was she standing at the top? How
Yeah.
did she keep such perfect balance? The
Oh my
branches shouldn't
God.
be able to support her weight. To this day, it remains a mystery. This eerie image was taken in
How the hell can you stand that high on a branch? On a tree?
a cemetery near a group of graves. According to witnesses, the scene captured their attention immediately. They saw a woman dressed like a nun, seemingly dancing beside a grave, right next to a skeleton. Some believe she was performing a mystical ritual or ceremony.
Oh.
The incident happened in broad daylight near a busy road by the General Cemetery in Gale. Some onlookers speculated it might have been a prank or a film shoot, although no cameras were seen nearby. The woman wore a cream-colored nun's robe and a traditional headdress made of starch cloth. In another image, the same mysterious figure appears to be playing with an animal skeleton, possibly a dog's.
So weird. So weird. Okay. I feel like they're just like shop-bought skeletons. Because you wouldn't dig up, like, you couldn't dig up a whole bloody body and put it together. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, these are really weird. I feel like the only one I truly believe was real, or maybe there were a few. The one with the boy that found his dad's camera was interesting. And it looked really creepy and real, like the fire and the woman just like doing shit. And then the guy that was finding all the like shapes around his home and finally seeing like extremely disturbing looking woman. And then the security camera one, I think that's the one I believe most, because it's like, although I will say the darkness around her eyes didn't go, even when her face like went back to normal, so it could just be makeup. That's the thing with all these, they're probably all fake, let's be honest, but it's interesting anyway to actually have a look. But yeah, no, I enjoyed this. It's a lot of fun. Do let me know what you'd like me to react to in the future. Has to be creepy, that is the theme we're going for here, guys. So whether it's like UFOs, ghosts, more witchy stuff, or like cults and conspiracies, like anything like that, I'm down for, so let me know. But thank you so much for watching to the very end, you're a real one, and I'll see you in my next video.